What's up, everybody? I have some news, and the first news is I'm in the middle of transitioning my studio into something new. Not new, but different. The angle's going to be different, the lighting's going to be different. Essentially what I did is I took two desks and put them back to back so I could have more space. This has been a problem where I have this very narrow kind of desk and a lot of stuff on it. I still got my CPU tower right up there. I was going to put that on the ground, but anyway. Yeah, so I've got a desktop tripod. I've got some different things. I moved some things around. It's going to look different. And my camera is still crooked because the tripod I got is, between you and me, is kind of crappy. But it's great. I'm very happy to have it. And it's going to change a lot. So I also have a top-down camera, and that's getting ahead of myself. I want to let you know what I'm doing. I kind of made that video about plans, but now I'm actioning on the plans, and I want to let you know what those are. I am going to read a book, and the book is not one that I thought I was going to read. I just have had this really random desire and urge. It's not so random. Went to the movies a couple times. Wicked, right? Went to Wicked with my daughter and had a good time. More so in Wicked 1 than Wicked 2, but I want to read The Wizard of Oz. I know that movie is not canon with the Baum books, with the original 1900s. I think that's when it came out, somewhere around there. Anyway, I'll get into that. But there's 14 books in that series, and so The Wizard of Oz is the first book, and there's like 13 other books that happen after the events of Wizard of Oz, and I've been very curious about that. I didn't realize that until I was an adult, that there was this whole catalog of books. I think they're rated from 8 to 14, so I should be able to handle that. I should be okay, but I'm actually looking forward to it. I tend to get into more of the fairy tales and fables sometimes, like when I was a kid. I used to love them, but why can't that be still a thing? And to give you a demonstration, this book, the complete first edition, the original folk and fairy tales of Brothers Grimm. So this book is something I have worked through. I have notes on it. I was doing a YouTube channel at one point called My Modern Myth, where I was going through the Grimm fairy tales and unpacking wisdom that they have for us today. And there's, a lot in here. And I don't know, I wanted to get to the original stuff. So going to the original Wizard of Oz books, figuring out the differences, figuring out similarities, different vibes, it fits in what I want to do, what I'm curious about. And this year is all about pursuing creativity and curiosity. And in truth, I was really burnt out. The way I was doing things, don't fall. I was really burnt out of what I was doing because it started out hot and then it petered off, because when you're doing something that's close to what you want to do, but it's not the thing you want to do, it's a flavor of it, you have to recognize that you were touching near the fire, but you were going away from it. You're kind of passing it. You got to wing it back and then figure out, what is this thing? What is this thing I really want to do? And that is something you've probably touched in the past. I know I have, and didn't really know how to apply it, or I wanted to monetize it. I wanted to make it a business. But you get rid of that, and then you realize that you can pursue the things that you care about, and maybe that does turn into a business. I don't know. I'm not here to figure that out exactly. I'm just here to be giving something or creating a space that I love. And so one of the things I'm going to do is read The Wizard of Oz. I want to work through that whole series over time. They're not huge books, so it should be very doable. It shouldn't be that dense of a read, since it's... Would that even be middle grade? I don't know. At any rate, I'm breaking through that stuff of like, screw it, just read what you want to read. And people are going to make fun of you for reading really advanced books that they don't like. So, I mean, what's the point, right? Like, I want to be me. And I want to share that with you. So that's number one thing that I'm doing. Number two, that's 4. Let's do one hand, Bo. Bo? Oh, am I my own boyfriend? I'm not my own boyfriend. Number two thing I'm going to do is, I just finished watching my first movie ever. No, my first movie that I want to document. I have this list, and if I'm going to be accurate, this is bigger than my book list. A while ago, I was in film, and I made this list of all the movies I had to watch. And it was going to help me be a better director, better cinematographer, better writer, all this kind of stuff. And I have a list of 351 movies that I wanted to watch. And I have get out of it. We're not reading anymore. Well, we are reading, but we're not just reading. We're watching. I've watched 92. So that means I had a list of over 400 books. Okay, it's going to take me a while. You guys bear with me. It's going to take me a while to delete just using the word book and add the word movie in. It's going to take time. Book is one of my favorite words, so is smoke. I don't know, something about them. You ever hear words that just make you feel good? Book and smoke are two of those words for me. So movies, doesn't feel good, but I love them. They're a huge part of my life, and I'm eager to share that with you. That doesn't mean between chapters is changing. It's staying the same. I'm just going to be talking about, for books, my book, Where Magic Slept, I'm going to be talking about The Wizard of Oz, apparently, and Dungeon Crawler Carl. I'm so good. But bringing in this movie element is storytelling. This channel, Between Chapters, is about exploring stories in general. This can be even live stories. There might be moments where I share personal experience. I mean, my writing is personal experience and creating a novel, and it's story. It's all of those things. So I'm excited to bring that in. I might hate it. I don't know. I'm just using this as a time to explore and try things I've wanted to try but haven't done. And some of them I've done before. You know, this third thing that I'm doing that I just finished, and did I finish the video thing? Anyway, well, I'll jump back to the third thing just in case I didn't mention it. I just watched The Third Man. That was the wheel picked that movie, and was a great experience. I made notes. I have an idea. I'm actually gonna not script it, but I'm going to produce this video unlike any that I've done before. So I'm excited to get creative with that and see if that resonates, because you probably don't know The Third Man. You probably don't watch any black and white cinema. It's not all that on my things. I have very, very basic movies that aren't on this like 100 top greatest movies of cinematic history. So I'm working through all kinds of stuff, but I just finished that movie, got my notes, got a plan for how to do it. I got to get some things that will allow me to produce it the way I want to. So I'm excited to get back into some cinematography. It's very limited, but I have a plan and I'm excited to try it and see if I like it, because that's the key. Do I like it? Okay, moving on. The third thing that I'm doing that I have recorded the first episode of, I'm starting I have the old channel, but I'm rebranding it. It's got no videos on it. It's got no subscribers. So if you want, bear with me. Don't tune off right when I tell you what it is, because I tend to get a lot of weird reactions when I say this. I'm starting a tarot channel. It's called Journeywell Tarot. And what I'm doing is not fortune telling. I'm not reading your future. What I'm doing is present telling. It's part of my coaching practice and creative practice. And let me explain why. Like I said, don't click off. Tarot can be very confusing. It can be mystical, it can be spiritual and all these things, but what I've found most beneficial about it is it allows you to have a conversation with yourself. I could pull a card right now, and I guarantee you, based on the way I describe it, if I said, now, where does that apply to you in your life? You're going to find a place where that applies to you in your life. It's just 78 cards are universal truths that are true with you and in your life, in your day-to-day, your weekly, your yearly life. No matter what, your relationships, your friendships, your business, it is true of you right now. And the benefit is when you pull a tarot card, it asks you a question. And so Journeywell Tarot is all about asking questions. There's a monthly pick a card. Everything's going to be pick a card, where I give you 4 decks, you pick one, and then you jump to that part of the video and you watch it. And then you say, hey, what does January hold for me? And then I go through all of the cards that I do. I also include my Hero's Journey deck, the prototype, which I will update you on that as well, because there's a new exciting update there. But I pull one of those too to add on to it, some Citadel cards, different. It's just fun. And the reason I enjoy it more than, well, there's many reasons, but the one I'm going to tell you now is because it makes you get creative. You have 4 or 5 cards and then 2 more up here and 1 up here, and they're all telling a story. And the story evolves every time you flip over a new card or add something to the pile. It catches your eye and it trains you to see things as they could be, not just as they are. And it's a wonderful practice, and I want to help people also do that. That's where it gets more coachy. I have a plan to, start my 6-week coaching courses, also bringing in this, which now I might as well get into it. The Hero's Journey deck, these were messed up a little bit. I had to reformat these cards, and I did that. It only took me 2 years. I got discouraged. I admit I'm not a businessman. But I did deck 2 it is ordered. I finished the booklet that will describe how to use the cards, what each card means. Even if you just want to look at the art of it, it'll still be there for you to look at and be like, oh, this is what he meant by this. And there's a lot more I could write about it in a bigger booklet of the hidden meanings and the unconscious communications and symbols I put into it. But right now, I'm toying with the idea of starting a beta group, 6 to 8 people that want to use those cards with me in a container, learn them as a test market. So it would require me, getting 10 decks out to people and meeting once a week for a period of time and using a framework to work through it and pull a card each week. Each person would have to either one-on-one with me or in the group talk about what that card makes them think as a way to flex creativity, to keep that channel of creativity open, and also have a conversation with yourself. Ask a question so you can get an answer. And a lot of times what I find is we get stuck not even knowing what question we're supposed to ask because we're just feeling a problem, we're feeling tension, and we don't have a solution. Now we all can find that solution, but this is a really helpful way, and so is tarot, to unlock that, to get some momentum, just to get your grip on something to then work through it. Make it make sense and then move forward. And that's better than just saying stuck in misery. So booklet's ordered, new deck is ordered. If all that is good, I'm going to be considering what I do next. And I'm really excited about it because this is my year, not of success in some grandiose scale, but this is a year of success in completing things that I've meant to complete for a long time and was thrown by, for some reason or another, valid or invalid, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to start the channel. I'm going to let it be what it is and decide if I love it or not. Connect with movies, connect with creativity. I'm starting a new deck, which means I'm drawing. How do you like this guy? Canvas Pro. Canvas. Not Canvas. Canvas Pro. Big one. So that bad boy's fired up and ready to go. And I'm excited to create this year. One thing I'm not good at creating is community. I wish I was, but I am not. I want to. I really want to. But running a business, building a community, man, I've failed every time, but I can create and I can give. And so what I'm going to do too is I'm going to keep open my Buy Me a Coffee. I was able to get a bunch of donations for launching of some of my endeavors, which is huge because this is all about not losing money, not putting my family in financial strain as I try to serve people and do things. I'm basically a retired person trying to give back because I have to find meaning and purpose, and I find that through service and creation. And I want to keep doing it. And if you want to support that, I'm probably going to fail because I'm so bad at business. I'm going to try to remember to put that link to the Buy Me a Coffee in my YouTube video descriptions. And maybe at some point I'll start a community of some kind. I don't know, Patreon or whatever it is. I'm not confident in that. I don't know what I would offer you on a regular basis to be worth $5 a month, $10 a month. I don't know. Open to ideas and discussions around that. If I can make it sustainable, I'll go for it. But again, I'm not here trying to, it sounds weird, make a bunch of money, but I am trying to cover my costs. And that is a number value every year that would be great to hit, sure. But right now, starting off January creating, and I just completed the first movie with notations. Never done that before. I've always just watched them. I've never taken the intention of writing notes, and they are sloppy. I'm not going to let you look at that for long, but they are misspelled, and it probably looks like I was writing like this and wasn't even looking at the page, but I know what it means, and that's what's really important. So hi, I'm Eric from Between Chapters, and I would like to invite you to keep journeying with me in this new year as I try some new things, new camera angle that's exposing some stuff back there. Black wall here. This is actually one of my workout stations. So I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to evolve together, okay? Thanks for being part of my channel. Thanks for leaning in and engaging consistently. It means a lot to me. I hope to see you in the next one, and until then, journey well, my friends.